Make sure to like the video, subscribe and turn on the bell icon.
Commander?
No! Let go of me!
Commander, did you hear me?
Huh? No. What did you say?
I just told you. We've been invited to Narrator's theater that he built in a military base.
What?
You haven't been sleeping, have you?
I'm fine.
You haven't left the office in weeks. Did you even eat yesterday? Commander! Commander! Can't you just wait a second? Look, we can't save her if you don't—
We will save her!
We're all worried about you, Commander. Look, you can't be there for someone if you're not going to take care of yourself first. I've been telling V the same thing since she's been burning herself out on this new evolution project. Says she can't fix what happened to Dispatcher, but she will do whatever it takes to get her back.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Thanks. Scout! Freezer! You're coming with me. And so are you.
Wait, me? But you know I don't leave the base.
Today you do.
Ugh, fine. But wouldn't a portal be faster? Right, sorry. Do we have to bring him?
I mean, he has great crowd control.
Places, everyone! Places! Oh no.
You absolute targeting extra! When are you done to my sex? This is my show, my moment! If, no, when Lord EXO gets here, this stage will hold the most magnificent performance of the century! And you won't ruin it for me!
Oh man, not again.
I don't know why you're all just standing here! Get to work!
Sir?
Do you have something to say to me?
I do.
You seriously need to stop doing that! Now drop them! On a hand, that's it!
Where is she?
Why would I tell? Wow! What is this? Did you kill attack? You're so itchy! You need to sit and relax, because the show is about to begin! Welcome one, welcome all! Join me for a story that's older than the roots themselves. I'm sure my honored guest will arrive soon. Probably just, running late.
Yeesh.
Say anything and I'll make you regret being given a voice actor. Long ago, two brothers ruled over all creation. Each saw the old world as a blank canvas. But like any artist, each viewed the world much differently. One wanted those who lived in the old world to create a place of their own, while the other thought the only interesting world is one created from chaos. And I'd hate to agree, but peace is such a drag.
What do you mean by a world created from chaos?
Imagine creatures beyond anything you've ever seen. The war-torn landscapes, the endless carnage, the ruthless battles. A universe where the strong crushes the weak.
Watch out! Those builders are stunning us!
You see, 2X believed everyone had a place in the world, so he helped nurture them. Meanwhile, Lord EXO created creatures as tall as buildings while wiping out thousands that didn't suit his vision. Oh, how I can still hear them begging for mercy.
He killed thousands?
Whoops, sorry, that was supposed to be millions. Eventually, the two sides clashed and tensions rose. 2X approached Lord EXO, offering to work together to create something immaculate. Lord EXO sat in silence for a long moment, and without warning, a sword materialized in his hand, striking 2X to his knees. 2X looked up at him in shock as he said, "You should have seen the look on his face!"
You can do that?
Oh, Commander. You know, in that moment, I watched something die inside 2X. And I think it was the realization that Lord EXO was right about one thing. There wasn't a world where they could ever be equals. It's tragic, really. 1 second you're a character without any lore, and the next you're being stabbed by your brother. Too bad he couldn't black out his profile. does that. Anyways, after 2X escaped, both sides began attacking the other. What Lord Axel lacked in numbers, he had in strength. And at one point, it was clear this would be the bloodiest of wars. The old world was torn apart piece by piece, and countless victims met their end. Just like how you'll meet yours if you don't place the minute detection.
Stop doing that!
From the sky as explosions littered the battlefield. Bodies were scattered about. Lord Axel's beast crunching into flesh and bone like eating a celery stick. It was awesome!
This freak isn't telling a story anymore. He's just reminiscing.
What? Can't it be both? The entirety of the old world, Lord Axel and 2X met face to face, surrounded by the bodies of their followers. Their weapons were drawn, one siphoning the souls of the corrupted, and the other was fueled by sacrifice. One takes, the other receives. Each sword swing cut down mountains, and each strike sent shockwaves that knocked the wind out of your chest. I could barely breathe as I watched from a distance, stating each dramatic moment into memory.
You worship a psychopath! All those people and everything he's done! It's
magnificent! Their battle went on for days, then weeks. Pockets of unstable energy were scattered across the landscape because of their abilities. 2X watched as everything he fought to protect crumbled, while Lord Axel thrived in the chaos. It was then that 2X had to make a choice. When 2X's army fought exhaustion, Lord Axel never tired. If he didn't end the battle soon, all he wanted to protect would be lost. Looking to his strongest fighters, they willingly sacrificed themselves to create a prison. In only a few seconds, he turned thousands of his followers into an energy source. And then...
That's when the God Cube was created.
enough of the stories! Tell me where Dispatcher is!
Man, you're such a buzzkill! All I did was help murder one of the two people keeping your realm from collapsing, and maybe causing you to lose your friend. Who cares? You think you have it bad? I lost my favorite frog in that battle! Man, right through the best parties.
That's it!
Commander!
prison was created, 2X caught Lord Exo off guard. When the swords connected, he grabbed the hilt and held Lord Exo in place. The corruption from the sword burned his hand, but 2X used his followers to drag Lord Exo into the cube.
Then where was 2X when Lord Exo came back?
How should I know? Maybe he was standing on a cliff with a galaxy in his hand, honor farming or something.
Careful. Whatever that enemy is, they're hurting us with those shockwaves.
Just like how the old world was hurting everyone who survived the war, now that Lord Exo was defeated, 2X was left with an uninhabitable wasteland that became the Nil Zone.
Wait, we were in the old world?
What's left of it? In the Nil Zone was beginning to corrupt the few that remained, including myself. So that was when 2X used the rest of his power to create Paradise, the seed of a growing tree that all realms are created from. Leaving the old world behind, everyone started making a new home that 2X had always envisioned. Cities were created, landscapes were terraformed, alliances were made, and it was all so beautiful. Honestly boring! How pointless! Why would you create the most impressive realm in the universe with spiny families and overwhelming prosperity if there isn't any drama?
What is wrong with you?
Wasn't all bad though. When I was in Paradise, I found the most gorgeous woman of all.
Hard to imagine anyone would fall in love with you.
If you say one more thing, they'll be forced to change the game's age rating. uplifted me and gave me hope. Now all I could do is recollect all our memories through this indistinguishable version of her. Oh, if only I could be happy with her once again. She's standing there like the day we first met. My dearest producer, Lefty and Righty have recreated you as perfectly as I can remember.
Wait, narrator. I think...
Oh, no, don't make me feel better. I can tell you how 2X began creating a branching web of realms. This and many others are all connected and held together by a single string, including yours. Calling it the Meta. He and the Riftwalk are carefully protected by dumping any waste into the nil zone. What used to be our home is now a dumping ground for trash and tetanus. But hey, at least it doesn't have a zombie problem that you keep forgetting to fix! Like seriously, you went from fighting zombies to people who can destroy a realm if they sneeze. What's wrong with you guys? writer doesn't want to explain, Paradise became a distant memory, and that's probably where 2X is trying to stop our realms from collapsing. Though it's only a matter of time at this rate. Soon, we'll all be thrown into the nil zone and either die horribly or become ugly and mutated. Well, maybe just mutated for you.
Trust me, it won't be the nil zone that'll kill you.
hope you don't fix this conveniently placed spotlights as it closes the curtain on your amateur act. Like, you can't be serious. We're doing a callback now?
Already did when you weren't looking.
Oh, of course you did! Man, I hate those games! Wendy! He killed him! Axel! Killed him! After everything I've done, he waits until my show ends! He threw me away and took the only things that mattered to me! Without them, I don't have anything! And he didn't even come to my show! That bastard! Oh well. What? Did you expect my mascara to run? You should have seen your faces! The pain, the sympathy, the drama! Little do you know, this mask covers up the overwhelming suffering I'm experiencing! This isn't help. But anyway, it seems your show needs a little work. So, how about we make a deal?
Don't. If headquarters finds out we're...
And I can take you to Exo.
Deal.
Ow!
See, I knew we shouldn't have brought him.
Alright, so pretty much for this strat, there's a few mechanics you do need to know about TDS. So I'll be showcasing all of them here. I have everything set up. And yeah, right now I'm placing down a medic, and I'll be showing an example of how to use this in a second. But first, I'll start with the hardest player, which is player 2, if I'm not mistaken. So for player 2, you have to use the commander tower, and as you can see in this tower, you have a couple things right here. The first thing you have to worry about is the most important ability, Call to Arms. When this ability is used, you will have a 30% fire rate increase for all your towers. Does not matter what level it is, it will have a fire rate increase. And pretty much, as you see here, the fire rate increase is already gone after 10 seconds. Now, to notice the fire rate increase, there's actually two ways. By using the ability, you can see there is a yellow VFX and a 50% fire rate symbol. Now, the best way to notice the fire rate is via the VFX. And all you have to do for commander training is using the ability every 10 seconds. By doing this, you will have a constant 50% fire rate for all your towers, and if your commander is stunned, just wait for it to be unstunned to get that fire rate back. So that is how you're going to do commander training. Now, for the commander APC ability, it's actually the second ability right here. Now, if I use the ability for $2,000, you will get 3 APCs. The gunner APC, the missile APC, and a second gunner APC. The HPs will be different because I do have skill trees enabled, which is something you do not need to worry about because that is disabled for this event. But pretty much, these will be extra DPS that you can have during the match, considering that it is 4 lanes. So this is very important. So that is all there is when it comes to the commander tower. And as you can see here, the 20% fire rate boost is for the commander. So when I use the ability, it goes up. Even goes up for the medic, which doesn't do any damage. Well, let's actually talk about the medic, because this tower is very important as well in its own right. So the medic, all you have to do really is you just have to select the tower to use the ability on. It will give them a passive ability of 15% fire rate, and when you use the Uber ability, it will give them a 40% damage buff. You can select up to 5 towers, and if you want to deselect tower, all you have to do is click the shield, which you know, you're seeing it right here. Now, what is nice about this tower is if I just place down, I don't know, more toxic gunners. You can only use 5, and obviously you just place another medic right here. Now, I'm actually going to be showing you the next part that you have to do. I'll actually skip DJ for now, but yeah, I'll sell these guys, and I'm going to be showing you how the toxic gunner works. In this strategy, as you can see here, the targeting is set to random. It will be automatically set to first, and you just have to click this arrow right here to set it to random. So all it will be doing is spraying the damage everywhere, because what toxic gunner does is slow down your tower, lower the defense, and does damage over time. If you set it on first, toxic gunner is pretty useless, so you are forced to set it to random, as it will hit everything. And as you can see, look at that. That is a really good amount of damage, doing over 100 DPS, which is crazy good. As you can see, it's going to kill this entire horde of elite hazmats just in this range, which is actually super good. Now, as you can see, toxic gunner is very OP, as it managed to kill everything, which is really good. And that's all you really need to worry about for toxic gunner. For DJ in this strat, you are going to have to rely on it quite a bit, as it is a saving grace. So obviously, you're going to get maxed right away. And what the DJ does is, it has 3 tracks. The purple track is actually going to be one of your saving graces in this. And as you can see, they are walking down the path. And these guys will have nimble, but you might notice, these guys are very annoying. All you do is use the purple ability, and it will push them all back, which gives you more time to kill them. Which is very good, because you need as much time as you can to kill these towers. And obviously, what this track does is as well, it gives more range to your towers. See, it has a 25% range buff. That is really good. Green doubles this to be 15% and now lowers the range to 12.5. So DJ is a very versatile tower, and you need to have every single type of buff. There are 2 DJs in this, one with the red track and one with the purple track. So you'll be able to buff your towers as much as you can, since discounts are not that important. And obviously, if I use red track, 20% buff. This is really important for your toxic gunner. Well, not just toxic gunner, all your DPS towers in the event, which is why these are very useful. Now, I'll be showcasing the last tower, the mercenary base, over here. So you see this tower right here spawns in units, and if I just max it out real quick, as you can see, you have a diversity of units you can select. But in this strat, you're only going to want 1 field medic, and the rest of your mercenary bases have to be riflemen, because riflemen's a very strong unit, but obviously it can die super easily, so having 1 field medic on the path is very viable as well. Now you might have noticed I have an ability over here for the mercenary base, and I'll be showcasing what this ability does right now. So I'm actually going to be spawning in Actor 2, so you get the idea. Now just be quickly using the ability. Oh, we have a couple Actor 2s. Okay, that's a lot. So I'll be dropping them right now. You're going to be using this during the narrator boss fight. And obviously, as you can see here, the riflemen are walking down the path, and they have a very good amount of damage, doing 25 damage a shot, which, as you can see, these guys are no joke. I mean, look at this thing. It's very OP, and obviously, you know, it's enough damage to handle these guys. And look at this. The field medic is right now buffing their HP to be double what's supposed to be, and we actually managed to kill we're about to kill one of the Actor 2s at least, which is very nice. I spawned 10 of them, so it's kind of unbalanced, but it's a really strong tower, and once stacked, it does thousands of DPS, which makes it a very strong tower. So make sure to use this thing. It carries out. We actually managed to kill 2 of the Actor 2s, which is really good. So yeah, these are enemies you'll be seeing during the event, and that is every single tower that you need to worry about. Okay, I'm recording this bit.
Wait, narrator. I think.
No, don't make it feel better.
Yeah, but I need the narrator to live a little long, just so we can do his ability. For the... Yeah, like I gotta showcase this bit. There we go. Alright, so this is the final wave right here. And pretty much this is going to be showcasing how the spotlight works. This is an easy mode, so I can show you the best example possible. Now in this strat, it says that player 3 and player 4 have to be using the spotlights. And these only activate right here. So you have spotlight right here, and a spotlight right here, here, and here. And pretty much how these work exactly is that you pretty much just have to kind of ignore the sound effects. I'm actually just going to mute the game so you guys can hear me, you know, better. Pretty much the spotlights are a pretty old mechanic. They were existing for like 2 years and they decided to bring them back for this one. But it is a pretty good mechanic, so I'll be showcasing it off like right now. So as you can see here, the narrator is much weaker than he is supposed to be. Bear with me, I'm actually going to change it so we actually do get the ability, because on easy mode he's very weak. I'm just going to change the purple track. I don't want to lose the ability. So yeah, I'm going to wait for him to spawn in here. We have this projector that's going to be taking some hits. And yeah, you're going to see the ability pop up on screen right now. Use the spotlight. You click E and you place it down on him. You can place multiple on him right here. To get more time on each mode. But yeah, as you can see, once you use it, he'll get stunned and you can do a lot more damage. Now, if you do mess up, you will take 40 damage on your base, which... you know, it's not the greatest. And these are the hands I was talking about. I placed all my towers back here so we can showcase his abilities a little bit more than it is intended. So yeah, as you can see, this alone right here is just kind of doing a lot of damage. These guys have a lot of range. So yeah, but luckily I did manage to showcase the stoplight ability. But remember, all you gotta do is, I hope he does the ability again so we can showcase it one more time. And I'll be showing you what you should be doing. So for player 3, you should mainly prioritize taking these. And for, look, you click E, and you place both of them on him at the same time. That's how you should be doing the ability. But for the best microing management, you should be having one player, which is player 3 on this spotlight, and player 4 on this spotlight. And because of that, we're going to see the narrator die right here, right now. As you can see, spawn one here. These guys are very weak on easy mode and on hard mode. They're not that big of a threat unless they spawn the very end of the base, because they will kill you. And yeah, that right there is narrator defeated. And that is how you use the spotlights, because these could be pretty confusing for new players, which is why this is being recorded right now. So yeah, honestly, yeah guys, that should be everything you need for the event. I really hope you guys enjoyed this event. You know, it's really cool to see TDS Club for Forsaken. So yeah, have a good Christmas, you know, and Happy New Year.
Welcome to our show, or at least your demise! I've been a wonderful crowd here tonight! I did it just for you! I did it just for you! I did it just for you! Please, take a seat! Hey, you! How about an encore, eh? Please, take a seat! Stuntmen take more hits than you have! old! Up to 9! I've been stung and take more hits than you have! We don't need you around! Surprise! Up to 9! We don't need you around! Surprise! We don't need you around! The limelight never gets old! The limelight never gets old! Next act! Scene! Next act! Places, people, the stage is set! Places, people, the stage is set! Places, people, the stage is set!